In this video, we will show you how to do a brake bleed procedure on the Chevy Trailblazer. Make sure you have plenty of .3 brake fluid for this procedure. We'll start right up in the front in the engine compartment. Clean up the area so no dirt, miscellaneous debris makes its way inside the brake system. Once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is remove the brake fluid cap. As you can tell right along the top of this, it says to use .3 brake fluid. That's what we'll be using. You can also use .4 if you want. At this point, we're going to continue on to removing as much of the brake fluid in the master cylinder as possible, so we can replace it with brand new fluid. Once we've done that, we'll safely raise and support the vehicle. Let's top this off with our clean brake fluid. Reinstall the cap. Now at this point, we're going to safely raise and support the vehicle. This vehicle has a solid frame, so you will raise it and support it from the frame. Once you've done so, we're going to remove all 4 of our wheels. The process is the same exact thing. Remove your center cover using a trim tool. After that, remove all 6 of your 19mm lug nuts and then the wheels. Now that we have this wheel off, do the exact same thing to each wheel, and then we'll make our way to the right rear. With all the wheels off of the vehicle, the next thing we're going to do on the right rear is to start bleeding the brakes from this area. Sometimes you will find that you have a bleeder screw cover on this. Looks a little like that. Just carefully go ahead and grab onto it and pull it off of there. After you've done so, we're going to continue on using a 10mm to open up this bleeder screw, but keep in mind there will be fluid behind this area. Now I just have a bottle set up here that's clearly marked, so I won't use it for anything else besides brake fluid. It has an adapter on the end here that will fit onto that bleeder screw. To bleed the brakes on this, it's going to be easiest having a second person. We'll have somebody inside of the vehicle and they're going to pump up that brake pedal till it's nice and firm, approximately 3 times. Once they've done that, they'll continue holding pressure on that brake pedal. Say holding. While they're holding, we're going to open this up, having our container on there, and we'll watch the dirty fluid make its way into our container. Before they release the brake pedal, we're going to close the bleeder screw. After that, we'll tell them to release it and continue pumping 3 to 5 times until the brake pedal's firm, and repeat the process. Go ahead and pump up the brake. Pump the brake, please. Go ahead and pump up that brake pedal. Pump. At this point, the brake fluid looks nice and clean, but we want to double check just to make sure there's no air. Let's do this one more time on this wheel and then we'll continue on to the left rear. Go ahead and pump. All right. This looks good on this wheel. You can go ahead and release that brake pedal. The next thing we'll do while we're over here is go ahead and clean up our mess, and if you had a bleeder screw cover, go ahead and install that now. Now over on the passenger side rear, we'll continue on repeating the process. Go ahead and pump up the brake pedal, please. Pump. Pump.
Hold it. Floor.
All right, let's go ahead and test this one last time. This time we're making sure there's no air in the system. Go ahead and pump.
Hold it. Floor.
Perfect. You can release the brake pedal. Now we can clean up our mess on this side of the vehicle, reinstall our bleeder screw cover, and make our way to the passenger side front. Let's make a pit stop underneath the hood at our master cylinder. We'll open up the cap and continue on topping off the fluid so we can make our way to the front. Over on the passenger side front, we'll repeat the process. Remove the bleeder screw cover, quick inspection. We've got our collection receptacle and our 10 millimeter. Go ahead and pump up that brake pedal. Pump. Pump. Okay, at this point, the fluid's looking nice and clean. Let's go ahead and double check for air. Go ahead and pump it again, please. Make sure you tighten your bleeder screws. Go ahead and release the brake pedal. Over on the driver's side front, repeating the process, remove that bleeder screw cover. Let's get this on here. Go ahead and pump up the brake pedal, please.
Hold it. Floor.
Pump.
Hold it. Floor.
Pump.
Hold it. Floor.
All right, that brake fluid's looking good. Let's go ahead and test for air. Go ahead and pump, please.
Hold it.
No air. All right. You can release the brake pedal. We'll clean up our mess here and start reinstalling our wheels. Installing each of your wheels will be the same procedure. Start the wheel on there, start on each one of your 6 lug nuts. We'll bottom them out, get the wheels back on the ground, and then we'll torque all of the lug nuts to 100 foot-pounds. With all the wheels safely back on the ground, we'll torque the lug nuts in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Continue on to your center cover. Looking at the back side of the center cover, you're going to find an area that's raised in between other locking tabs. It also has a picture of a valve stem. This is the valve stem on your wheel. We'll align that area and then carefully drive this into place. Do the same to each wheel, and we'll continue inside the engine compartment. With all the wheels torqued, we'll make our way to the master cylinder. Double check the seal here. We're going to top off the fluid. Looking along either side of the master cylinder reservoir, you're going to find you have a line that says maximum, or MAX. Let's continue adding our .3 brake fluid all the way up to that line. Reinstall your brake cap and make sure it's completely secure. Okay friends, we showed you how to flush the brake fluid on your braking system. As you can tell, the fluid that came out of our vehicle was extremely dirty and in poor condition. Brand new brake fluid in comparison, you can tell that there was a major difference. At this point, you want to go ahead and hop in the passenger compartment, pump up the brake pedal till it's nice and firm, and then take your vehicle for a road test. Aside from that, thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.